Hey guys, I know it has been a minute. It's the Nutty Buckeye here. I will go over why it's been a minute in another video, but I just wanted to touch base as I just saw the postman drop a box off on my front porch. And when I went out to get it, I saw this amazing box from the Savage Crucible, Harbinger Studios. And I am going to proceed to bust it open, and I figured I'd share that along with you guys. So I will, I guess, get started on that here. Just 1 second. All right, let's go ahead and get this bad boy sliced open, and then we will take a look at the goodies inside. All right. Okay, just 1 second. Oh. All right. I am just showing here everything that was in the box. I didn't want to show anything that might have been sent directly to me, any personal information. But this is like a thank you for taking a look at this figure from Savage Crucible letter. They go into letting you give you background on the line and the Kickstarter from 2023 that basically launched the first 3 waves and released their graphic novel. They mentioned that Wave 1 shipping out now, consisting of the 8 different SKUs, the Lizardmen characters, and 2 character packs. They go into the fact that Wave 2 is barbarians, humans, and shape-shifting beastman, Jaeger. And then Wave 3 with paranoids. And they talk about how the figure line was designed for a lot of part swapping across the line. Hands, feet, heads, torsos. And they give you a hint, don't forget to look behind the map. So we will have to check into that. But one thing that's kind of cool is they are actually giving shouts out to their creators for each of the miniatures, action figures, and their box art and the painters and things. And not to keep anybody from getting their credit where credit is due, let's give a shout out to those. Owner is William Robert Post. Sculptors and designers for this wave: Kevin Delies or Delis, Lee J. Robinson, G.D. Lake, Nick Whitmore, and Matt O'Toole. The painters for this line were Alex Wu, Tim Peake, Nikki Nicole Cheney, and Eric Miller. And artists and writers for the line's background fluff in the graphic novel: Yanis Rubis Robilius, Tony Mitty, Maja Opasek, Abraham Kawa, Omar Hectinkop, Seth Tomlinson, and E.J. De La Cruz. Then they give you a shout out to make sure you're following them on Facebook, Instagram, and on their website of savagecrucible.com. And they hope that we enjoy our first entry into the world of dark fantasy in action figure form. Well, I don't know if it's my first entry because I've got the Conan action figures from Mezco, and I have to say, though, this Savage Crucible stuff, that like I won the decoder spinner and the coin line when they were launching that, and that's all I could think of as to why I got this little take a look at this action figure box set, because this is not, I'm assuming, my Kickstarter wave, because my Kickstarter wave, I bought all of Wave 1 for the Lizardmen and a few other add-ons from the Kickstarter. So I am going to get into that. Let's see what's in this actual box so far from the box that we had. There was a little shipping thing making sure whatever's included is all right, not damaged. There was this letter. There was this little bit of tissue paper keeping the action figure safe. It was wrapped in bubble wrap, keeping it safe. And there was the figure itself. And this figure box is impressive. It's got like Velcro keeping the lid shut. You can see it says Como of the Isles, and it's got a rune there from the decoder on a little down like a wax print. And then at the top it says Como of the Isles there as well with no wax or anything. It does say Savage Crucible, and a nice little warning about small parts, not for children under 14 years of age. It's got the Lemurian on the front, their Lemurian clan symbol that's on the back of their t-shirts for all the cons and things like that. The bottom, it says Harbinger Studios. Their information, as you saw on the letter that was given, the barcode for this particular item. And again, warning, no choking or choking hazard, not for children, small parts. And they've got that in 4 different languages. And Savage Crucible and all related elements are copyrighted 2019-2024, property of Harbinger Studios. And on this spine, they've got Savage Crucible with, that is the Lemurian artwork there on that spine. And then on the back of the box, we have this, and it says, "Now I'll tell you the secret of the world, child." This one, anyway. It's an engine. No one knows who built it, but it moves things. It moves people from where and when they belong to here. Even the oldest people, the longest stretching generations. They were brought here once, to melt, to be forged, or else perish. It's a savage world of a million stories. We call it the Crucible. Savage Crucible. From Harbinger Studios. That's badass. And then above the world, the Crucible, you can see like a slight imprint of the Harbinger of the Abyss. I don't know if you guys can make that out on the camera there or not. All right, let's get to opening this bad boy. All right, guys, sorry about that. I was trying to adjust the camera, get a little better for me to show you this. Oh man, those colors really pop. More reading. A couple hands, a potion bottle, a sword, an axe, and Como the figure. Wow, okay. Wow. I can't tell you how nice this packaging is. And just for a first-time company, you don't expect it to be something that nice. That's very impressive. I mean, I know they've been doing their MAFC stuff, but this is, wow. Okay. Before the Atlantean purges that drowned Lemuria in oceans of its spawn's blood, the Atlantean blood prince himself, Valis, son of cruel King Luk, eloped with Yana, one of the palace handmaids, and fled with her across the seas. When the escaped parents were cornered and killed, it was to be the end to both the royal line and this half-Atlantean abomination. But their child survived. Hidden away at the home of a Lemurian family of pearl fishers, Como grew up a serf in the volcanic isles of the Lemurian fiefdoms, subject to the whims of Lemurian warlords, Atlantean invaders, and culling raids from both. He grew up different and shunned. Eventually, he was driven from his home and family when his partially human nature began to show. What freaks humans are, you know? Ugh. Since then, he's wandered the Crucible, an outcast to some, a horror to others, alone and misunderstood by all but a few. To survive, he has been a reaver, a plunderer, a monster hunter, skilled in killing beings he feels more kinship with than the men who pay him for the task. He's lost belief and hope, but not capacity for them, though he believes otherwise. Perhaps all it will take for these to be rekindled is the spark of a chance meeting somewhere in these savage lands. And that's kind of like done up on scroll work, as if a royal herald was shouting that out to somebody or not in their court. Okay, now let's just get on with this. There was tape on here, and I peeled that off. But let's get this bad boy. Ooh, there is there's a foil pack of some kind. But, behind my map. The hand was loose. All right. Let's get these all out and pop them out. Oh, wow. This is amazing. I can't even begin to tell you guys the feel of it. It's the quality of this in the hand. It feels like a product far superior than what you get with like your normal action figures on the shelves, like your Hasbro items, Marvel Legends, your McFarlane stuff. This feels, I would honestly go so far as to say this feels way better and more detailed. I mean, you could feel the scale, each scale. This puts anything I've seen on the market to shame. Like, wow. The colors, I hope they're coming across on the camera, because these just pop beautiful. Like the back stripes on his back, the blue, so crisp. The lines for the scaling on his, like, would be the underbelly, I guess his chest and belly would be the underbelly of like a lizard. So well blended. His eyes pop out and they look kind of like lizard eyes, but they're more like human shaped to me, and he's got human lips instead of that on his big snout. And underneath his armor there, he's got like a black, like, breeches, underwear. Oh, and this is a floating armor piece here. These all get pegged in from what we saw in their videos. Oh yeah, right up here in the shoulders, peg points. And here in the back of the arm, the forearm, and I think the shins are separate pieces though. So those are like armor pieces, but you use that, the whole piece, on the action figure. Oh wow. I don't remember them mentioning the posable toes. That's awesome. That's impressive. Wow. All right. Okay, let's let me do my due diligence here for you guys and show you. Oh God, hold on. I want to find out what's in that pack. All right. I was wondering where we'd see these, because I don't know if you guys followed it or not, the whole campaign on Instagram, but they were sharing like these artwork pieces and profile, like, card things with their information, and I didn't see that on the box, so I was wondering what that was all about. But that was hidden. I don't know if I should say it or not, but if you're looking closely on my screen, I guess you'll see it, and you might have, if you watched the whole video, you will have seen where it came from. So that's all. I'm going to leave it at that. If you watched the whole video and you've seen it, then you've seen it. But that's where you find them, apparently. Oh man, I'm just so blown away. I'm so excited, so happy that I kickstarted this now. All right, I'm going to do my due diligence and show you, I guess, the posability of the figure. Here he is as if he's standing straight on his feet, looking straight. That's him looking down, and that's him looking up. So the up's not so much. He's got a little nudge back here, sticks out knob, or back of his head that kind of stops him from going crazy ups, but he can still look up. I mean, but against that, let me show you this. So I just noticed it when I was feeling it. You saw the up and down. Now let me show you this. This is his. He's standing, his feet are straight up and down. That is his back bend. And let's show his torso and his lunge. And that's how far forward he can lean forward. Again, his feet are being held straight. Oh, man. Little nub of a tail. Oh, and it's articulated. That's impressive. I knew they were saying some of the, but I didn't know his little nub would be articulated. That's awesome. He's got a little tail armor. That's cool. Okay. Then from that, he can hit a... Oh, wow. I didn't think the armor would let that happen. He's actually going slightly above 90, even with the armor. If I took the armor off, it could get even higher, but I'm not going to do all that tonight. I just wanted to get this out and look at it, and I figured I had to share it with you. So it can hit higher than a T-pose slightly, and I'll show the arm joints here, but let me go. Okay, so we saw the front and back. The waist, okay, let's just do, okay, if we do the chest, that goes back. If the waist, let me grab it so it stays still. The back can go back that far. I mean, you get a big gap there, but if you're wearing armor or something, who knows what you would see. And forward, it can go that far forward. Now with the belly or the stomach area included in that, that's how far that full bend goes. So that does make quite a difference, having both of them, and they're both so poseable. My gosh. Okay, now back to the arms. I'm sorry, I'm getting like all over the place here. I'm sure this is going to be a mess of a video, but this is, good God, how awesome this is. All right, so it's got your up and down. He has, are there in there? It looks like there's a butterfly in there, yeah. Yeah, there's a butterfly in there. So he's got butterfly there at the upper arm. He's got, does their bicep swivel? Yep. Ooh, man. Okay, yeah, be sure to heat yours up, guys, or water them, because I have not done that at all. Just opened it. But as you can see, the bicep swivel, you've got less than 90 at the elbow, but that's because the forearm armor joint looks like. Or is that, I can't, is that all one arm piece? Looks like it's all one arm going up into the bicep, and the elbow is on that arm. That's crazy. Oh, wow. I guess I'm going to have to see more when they come in the Kickstarter to see how they're engineered, but that is unique. I've not seen a figure ever like that. That's really cool. And then, oh yeah, so that's just a really long, I guess, elbow joint, because the forearm twists where that armor is. And then the wrist on this one spins all the way around. And does it go, oh man, it's really cold. Okay, it goes up and down. I was worried it didn't do anything or it was frozen. And then the other arm, assuming it's just like the other. Whoop, baby, that's frozen. Got to get some hot water on that, or a hairdryer. And then elbows the same way. And this one, what's it going to do? It spins all the way around, but, oh, this is up and down as well. I guess if you spin it sideways, you go back and forth. Yes, so since it's on a ball peg like that, you can spin it and get it to go whichever way you want. And then the legs, this is going to be the forward kick. They go between the armor plates, it looks like there. And I'll do it with the other leg as well. Forward kick between the armor plates. Almost 90. And then the side to side, the Van Damage, I've heard it called, can go that far. See his tail dingling down. And at the knees, he's, ooh, baby, man. oh wow, double jointed knees. The armor for the shin piece here is keeping it from going more, but that's a nice double jointed knee, and looks like a double jointed knee, but man, it's like it pushes itself and it hides itself up in the thigh and in the calf when it's not being used. That's so cool. And you can see the joints here, but I know they were trying to like keep a lot of it where it was like animal print, so some of it might be the different paint. Wow, those will get you. Those teeth on the shin guards, man, those things are bitey. So whatever that came from, man, Como had to watch out. That was spiky. Man, those are bitey. But as you can see, it was a double jointed knee. It's got a thigh swivel. You can see there it's got a ball joint peg, thigh swivel. Oh my God, it's hard to grab the shin to work on it because that is spiky. I don't know if that's a spin there. I don't want to break it, but it's not spinning for me. Again, it might need to be just a hot bath. Toe joints. Wow, I can't believe. I know I mentioned that earlier, but wow, I can't believe that. And a ball rocker. It's on a hinge, but then rocks back and forth. And just again, the colors. I mean, I don't know if you're picking it up on camera, but these blues, the black and the orange, this color scheme really pops. Reminds me of New York, the Mets, the Metropolitans, the Islanders, the bright orange, the bright blue, and the black. Those colors just really always go together very well. And who other than the Big Apple to pick such great colors for them? But man, this arm got all lumpy. Right, so that. Oh man, I didn't even go over the accessories. He comes with the two, looks like weapon holding hands, and yeah, it looks like weapon holding hands. And what was on the pack was like grasping hands. I don't know how well that's coming out or not, if you could see that. Like it's like, rah, come to me. And this one's more like grasping and getting a hold of it. So you got the two extra hands. You got your nice potion pouch here, potion bottle, little stopper. And looks like that peg. Oh yeah, it looks like it'll peg in right there on the model or the other side on the model. I think that's what they were showing in their videos as well. I'll have to heat that up and see if I can get that to work. And some of you might have already received one of these as well. I got one of these at PowerCon. When I went and just told them we were talking, I mentioned that I was a Kickstarter backer, and they gave me an unpainted version of this. But this painted version looks awesome. Looks like the runes are firing up with maybe a magic power of the sword, and then the tip of the blade is heated up bright orange. It's getting lava hot, ready to pierce something. And then an axe made of some beasts. Oh God, I hate to think that I hate wasps and bees, but it looks almost like a wasp stinger or proboscis thing or whatever it's called. Its abdomen here with its stinger, but it's also got horns all the way around it. And for you miniature painters and action figure painters, you could probably paint these up even more detailed, like give this like a bone effect, give it a little wash and some weathering to make it look like a brighter, like tan tooth with some browning near the gums or whatever. I'd hate to think that was somebody's mouth at some point, and that's like jawbone. God, poor thing. Como racked that dude up, whatever that was, if that's the case. But these are the accessories that come with it. Behind that, in the box, was this map of Lemuria on the continent of Caraco. You see there's the compass here, north, that way. The Sebrick tribes up here, Grey Rot, the Jericon Empire, or Garycon Empire. Maybe they're celebrating Gary Gygax, the guy from D&D, creator of D&D. The Republic of Erm, the Scray Empire, and then I know I can see there's words there. I can't really read them too well. I'm going to bring it forward. Maybe you guys can all read them. Pause your screen if you'd like. But you'll all be getting this if you've backed Savage Crucible on the Kickstarter. Let me grab, get some of this out of the way and grab that card. I want to read that card backing. All right. So on the front, it's got an awesome image of Como using his gear, and done by Rubus right there. If you see Rubus at a convention and you got this with you, make sure to get it autographed. On the back, it's kind of like a Dungeons and Dragons character stat sheet. It's got the Vitruvian male up here, or whatever it is called, like the guy stretching. And then Como of the Isles. It's got, I think, is that the same? It is not the same rune on the corner there. I was wondering if maybe they're the same rune for the medallion, but it's not. But it's a Como of the Isles, medium humanoid, Lemurian hybrid. It's chaotic good. Armor class 15, wearing scale plate. Hit points 110, 17d8 plus 34. Speed is 30 feet. Climbs 25 feet. Strength 15 plus 2. Dexterity 14 plus 2. Constitution 17 plus 3. Intelligence 16 plus 3. Wisdom 12 plus 1. Charisma 13 plus 1. What am I doing droning on reading all this for? You guys can pause your screens, zoom in, or whatever, and read it all yourself. But I am so blown away by A, this showing up, and B, just how freaking awesome it is. I mean, I wouldn't have kickstarted something if I thought it was going to be crap, but I got worried. I mean, you know, you kickstart. I've had a couple Kickstarters that I've lost money on where they've bellied up. They've given an excuse like, oh, the warehouse did me wrong and I get nothing for my money and I'm out everything. So it can be a bit of a risk, but I didn't really think Rob and his crew were going to do that, because Rob's been very open about everything, delays. And even if this is one of my Kickstarter action figures and they're going to send it one at a time, I will take it and let them send them all to me one at a time. I don't think it is, though. I think this is possibly because I won those, the medallion and the coins. But I might be wrong. I don't know. The other thing is I'm not going to put that potion bottle on his waist yet, because I definitely will need to loosen this up, get it soft. But I just got to pose him, or not pose him, but just get him so he's standing there for you guys to take a look at, because that is an awesome looking fig. And again, I've got Conan from Mezco, both the both the Conqueror and the Barbarian. And that's an awesome fig, kind of one of the ways that gets you into the dark fantasy first off. That one is an amazing fig, but I am simply blown away at how good the materials, the quality of this figure is. Everything I'm seeing and that I feel is just incredible. I can't tell you. I'm hoping you guys get yours in hand soon if you kickstarted, or else I'm hoping you guys have a chance to get a model like this soon, because this is just So cool. I mean, what a fig. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. To William Robert Post and the guys at Savage Crucible and Harbinger Studios, thank you. I mean, if this is one off my Kickstarter, hey, it's about time to send it to me. No, I'm kidding. Ever I know I expect delays with these things, it happens. But if this is one you sent me because I won the coins or the medallion, all I could say is thank you 20 times that, because this is an amazing extra model for my collection. Such an amazing start to your company. I'm so glad I've backed you, because this is such a top quality figure. I hope everybody gets a chance to, I mean, for those of you who haven't seen them at a convention or held one in hand, I hope you guys get the opportunity soon, because this is some very intense, well done action figure work here. I mean, it does not feel like, I don't remember I'm sorry, my brain. I know I've said that a lot in this video, but the slate is $19. If people that bought the slate, if they army built with that, $19, that's one of the most, if it is this quality, that's just amazing. These for $19 would be amazing. I can't remember the regular retail price on these. I know the Kickstarter, everybody involved in Kickstarter, you get it for a better deal because you're helping the company get started. You're kickstarting the company. But that's still, this is amazing. I mean, I'd pay for a value of this, what I'm holding. And you know, Conan, all the Conan originally were $90 from Mezco. If Conan's worth $90, without all those extra accessories you get from Mezco, which are pretty awesome, and the cloth goods, you do get some pretty sweet little rubber stop, like you poke in with the little peg holes. But if Conan was $90, based on the quality of the two, this figure, in my opinion, should be $75. In my opinion. And I'm not trying to kiss up to anybody or tell them what they should be doing, but based on Conan from Mezco, and Conan's the greatest barbarian of all time, He-Man is a wannabe as far as I'm concerned. But if Conan costs $90, this Como, without all the extra accessories, should be about $75. Conan didn't come with a cool, like, accessory artwork card that you could use as a Dungeons and Dragons character pre-made. Bam! I got a character for D&D. I mean, I guess it depends on where you put the value, but if you're just going solely on character or the action figure and what comes with him, because Conan was basically Conan in a loincloth, a necklace, and then he came with a bunch of extra clothes and stuff as accessories. So if you took it down to just that, like one clothing piece and a little accessory, and then the rest is all bonus accessories, easily this one $75, if not more. But I got to give a shout out to the gang over at Harbinger and Savage Crucible. Rob, this is amazing. Thank you again for everything. And if you guys, I'm not kissing anybody's butt here, but I got to tell you, I watched all their posts because I was so excited about the Kickstarter and all their YouTube videos. And one of the videos I was just commenting about, they need to release more t-shirts, especially in big boy sizes. And they told me to reach out to them and let them know what sizes we'd need. And I told them what I'd need. They sent me 2 t-shirts and 2 graphic novels free of charge. And I don't know if that was because of my name that they drew out of the thing for the medallion of the coins, or if they'd have done that for anybody. But that's the company that you're dealing with here. Such a really great company. When you mentioned, hey, I saw you at the convention and I'm following your Kickstarter, they give you free accessories right there at the booth. The guys are incredibly all so outgoing and awesome. And I shouldn't just say guys, because there's women involved as well. Nikki Nicole, she is an amazing painter. I've seen her stuff at Legion's Con. Never really taken the chance to stop and say hi to her or anything like that, but I've seen her stuff there, and knowing what she's involved with this line, I knew it was going to be a good line as well. All I can say is, if you guys haven't backed this on Kickstarter, do what you can. Get on the website. Do any pre-ordering while they're still available to pre-order. Because last I saw, I think the Lemurians were still available. The slate was gone. If not, when you find them in a store, jump on them, because these are going to be hot. These are sweet-looking figures. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching the video. Again, I'll go over why I've been gone. I've had a lot of things come up and punch me in the face in life. But when I saw this drop on my front porch, I had to do something. All right, guys. Remember, stay safe out there. When you're facing something dark, turn away from that. Turn to the light. And there are people out there that do care about you and do love you. God bless. Take care. Nutty Buckeye out. Peace.